So there are 3 NPCs in Ferox Enclave whose dialogue actually changes based on whether you have kills of certain bosses. So let's go talk to them. The first one we're going to talk to is Derse Venator. You look ready for combat? Aye, indeed I am. What brings you to this place? I can't imagine anyone coming here by choice. You're right. I did not come here by choice. I came here for vengeance. Vengeance? Against whom? Did someone take your gardening equipment? My mission is not against another man, and I will not have it mocked. Okay, sorry. I was just trying to lighten the mood. Care to tell me what it is against then? Callisto, the great bear of the wilderness. So if you have no Callisto kills, then you say, can't say I've come across it before. And Derse Venator replies, I'm not surprised. You do well to avoid him. Callisto is a great bear, his strength and size enhanced by the corruption of the wilderness. With at least one Callisto kill, you're gonna say, I've had a few runs in with him myself. And then he says, then you'll know he's not something to be mocked. I'm surprised you survived your encounter with such a great and corrupted beast. I'm stronger than I look. I've seen my fair share of monsters. And afterwards, we say, why are you so intent on taking him down? Callisto killed my father. After hearing of a great beast in the heart of the wilderness, he took it upon himself to bring him down. He left our family home in Hesidius to hunt it down, and I haven't seen my father since. I swore I would avenge him, and I have dedicated my whole life to training for that moment. What happens after, when you do take Callisto down, that is? Oh, I never thought about that. My whole life has been spent preparing to avenge my father. I never thought about anything else. You seem like you've got a lot to think about then. I'll leave you to it. Derse Venator's examine text is actually said to have gone toe-to-toe with Callisto with just his bare hands. Funny pun there. And also, his name Venator means hunter in Latin. The next NPC we're going to talk to is Phabelle Bile. Wow, didn't expect to find a scientist out here. I'm out here on a mission. Do you think I chose to hang around those lowlifes? I'm not one to judge. What is this mission you mentioned? I'm out here to conduct research. I've been told a giant spider lurks in the heart of the wilderness. The venom is priceless, and it would aid me greatly in my research. Research? What could you possibly want with a giant spider's venom? Venenatis is the last of her kind. Lots of giant spiders used to dwell in the mountains until the savage dwarves killed them all. She's the last one, and I must have a sample of her venom. What I want with this specimen, however, is none of your business. If you've no Venenatis kills, the player says, whoa, sorry, didn't mean to touch a nerve. Fighting a giant spider sounds like a great idea. I've tried to put it off for as long as I could, but this is the final component needed for my research. Then what are you waiting for? Go out there and fight her! If you have at least one Venenatis kill, then the player says, are you sure you're equipped to take it down? I've had the displeasure of dealing with Venenatis. She will not go down easily. It will not be easy, but if I can get her when she's wounded in her lair, it should be a fairer fight. I didn't know she had a lair. I thought she just roamed the wilderness. She only returns there to lick her wounds and rest. I need to be patient. So that explains why you're waiting here. I would go out and fight her now, but I must admit, I'm also a little scared. I've never been in a fight before. I'm sure you'll be alright. It's just a gigantic spider. Thanks for your words of confidence. Fun fact about Phabelle Bile, her examine text actually says, let's hope she doesn't have arachnophobia, and her name is a reference to the character Fabius Bile from Warhammer 40,000. The last NPC we're going to talk to is Andros. Well met, fellow adventurer. Adventurer? I am no mere adventurer. I am Andros, brother of the Holy Order of Saradomin. You would do well to greet me with respect. Andros? Sorry, but I can't say I've heard of you, I'm afraid. I wouldn't have expected someone of your stature to know of me. Tell me, what do you know of the vile Vetion? If you have no Vetion kills, the player says, nothing, but I have a feeling you're about to fill me in. And if you have at least one Vetion kill, then the player says, we've crossed swords in the past. I can't say I'm too keen to do it again, though. You challenged him and came out unscathed? Impossible! I'm stronger than I look. But why do you ask? What do you want with Vetion? Vetion was a devout follower of the heretical god Zamorak. It is the will of my order, and my duty as a follower of the true god Saradomin to end his tyranny. After many years in my order's libraries, I stumbled upon an old tome which mentioned Vetion's final resting place, which I believe to be his source of power. His very existence is an insult to my lord Saradomin, and I will not suffer it to exist any longer. Then why are you waiting here? Seems to me that you don't want to face Vetion. I have no fear of Vetion. I am merely meditating and preparing for the battle. I need to focus my mind before going out to find his resting place. It's okay. Sometimes I pretend to be busy when there's something I don't want to do too. This conversation is over. Leave me before I lose my temper. The examined text of Andros Mai is actually Vanquisher of Evil and Breaker of Bones, and his name is actually an anagram for Saradomin. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you had a fun time watching this video, because I had a fun time making it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.